What song are we on? Fuck.
It was like that. It was a bit like that. But anyway, enough of my sorry, go on. My
No, I love it.
misty past. So back to you. You made your TV debut in June 2023, I believe.
Correct.
As a serial killer in Law and Order. Is that right?
Totally. That is correct.
Now, how did it feel stepping into that role and playing such a controversial character?
That was so fucking cool. That was also my first time auditioning for Law and Order, which like I don't know if you guys like over in the UK know this, but it's like it's almost like kind of a joke to actors in a good way, but it's like, oh, what's your Law and Order role? Like everyone's done Law and Order, you know what I mean? So I finally get the audition. I'm like, oh shit, like I'm gonna be like the pizza guy maybe if I book it, you know? And then I start reading the script and it's like, wait, this guy's fucking awesome. You know what I mean? It's like, so like I start getting really excited for it already. And then, I send in my tape, I hear nothing, like no callback, no nothing. And then suddenly I just get a call. It's like, yeah, you booked it. You're the only fucking option. Like, we love you. I'm like, whoa. So that was so cool. And it was playing this like you said, like this really messed up serial killer, like a very broken person. Like I would say, like heavily on the spectrum to where it's like they've kind of lost all like ability to really communicate as a human, like never had that potential, you know what I mean? I don't mean to make fun of a person like that, but that's where this person was, and thus they just saw the world very differently, and like they had this great sense of like victimization, and they wanted just like revenge, and so they go on this like they like start a website where people, it's like a murder for hire website, but it's like hundreds of people die, like hundreds of people like assaulted, and it's like this anarchist bringing justice to the world thing. And also say it was way fucking cooler than the pizza guy as an actor. You know what I mean? And I in the same episode I hang myself and live, I get shot and live, and I seppuku myself and live. So it's like
What's the
So
seppuku?
I know what this. So you samurai sword.
It's samurai sword. It's Harry Carey. Yeah, it's like this like suicide method that they would do, like out of shame or something, or like if their like warlord or their lord died, they would like, it's like this ritualistic killing yourself where like you stab yourself, you move up, you get another organ, you move up, get another organ. It's like it's horrific. It's horrific. Yeah, but I survived. Yeah, but so all this to say, it's like I really got like the full experience where I was the big serial killer, like I was the series finale villain for like SVU and Organized Crime. I met like both casts. I got almost killed like 3 different ways. I took out a series regular. So for like a first time on TV, pretty fucking awesome.
Quite a big, yeah, that's huge,
isn't it? I love that.
Oh, amazing.
I always say about people, and it's sad because we never had it, but like the moment where you realize, hang on a minute, my career is getting some traction here. Like we never had that. I find that fascinating.
I want to point you to our kids nursery rhyme YouTube channel that has well over 3 million views at this point in time, and it's still going strong, although we don't do anything with it.
Don't take it so hard, man.
Look, it was so many years ago, and you know what's amazing is we still get 1,000 views a day, and we haven't touched it for like 3 years now.
That's true.
Which is like, but there's no money in it.
Taking that.
I was in passive income? Question mark.
I would love to say yes.
No income.
no income.
25 quid in like what, 3 years?
Yeah.
There's no money in kids YouTube, unfortunately.
Oh,
what is it? The law about the marketing or something?
You're not allowed to advertise to children. Is a law that was brought in as we started, and it was just like it.
Selfish little shits ruining this.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what
like
I mean?
let them have mommy's credit card. Let them go
exactly.
You know.
Of course they're gonna buy like the newest car, like the newest Honda Civic or something. Anyway, you mentioned briefly that you've done obviously theatre work before, being on the silver screen. So am I right in thinking you produced and starred in award-winning theatre in LA? Is that right?
That is, yeah, that's also correct. My God, you guys did your research. Well done. It's beautiful.
What drew you to the stage and live performance originally?
Let's see. I think my parents had season tickets in Arizona to go see like the national tours that would come through. So I think I was just seeing those a lot as a kid in general. I'd always get like you know, hype seeing Lion King or something, or like now as an adult, I have zero desire to tap dance. I have tap dancing training, but like I don't ever want to use it, you know. But as a kid, I'd like see them doing the thing on stage and be like, just fucking flailing my feet around, you know. I'm like, I want to do that too. It was just, I don't know, it was just so alive. And I think also a lot of the movies I loved as a kid had like these bigger characters, you know, like you look at like Pirates of the Caribbean or something, like Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, or like even when I was a little bit older, like Inglorious Bastards. It's like I always liked things that were a little larger than life, and I felt like theater was that. I was never very drawn to like, I don't know, Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, or just like really intimate slice of life things. Now I am, you know, as an adult, my tastes have refined. But all that to say, I think theater, you see more of that. There's like this kind of outward, sometimes more bombastic thing. Then I was, like I said, I was just exposed to it because my parents were taking me. But that actually was kind of that show that I did. It's called Spring Awakening. Was, I think, really the biggest light bulb moment for me in my life as far as like wanting to be a professional artist. Like I always loved film. I always loved music. But it wasn't until I saw the tour of that coming through Tucson when I was like a sophomore in high school. I'd kind of like stopped doing the arts at that point. I was like in choir or something, just like out of boredom more than anything. And like there wasn't much. I'd like gone into high school. Like I was doing some theater like in middle school before that, but in high school there really wasn't anything good happening, and so I was kind of avoiding that world. But I saw this tour come through. I remember at the time I was also like this angsty little shit. My parents like, "You're going to the show," and I'm like, I am not going to the show. You're going, get in the car, you know, that type of thing. And I go and I'm just like staring out the window, brooding the whole time, you know, 45-minute drive. And we go there and oh my God, it just lit my soul on fire. And it's, I don't know if you guys know the show, but it's this like, it's based on this, I think like play that was set in like 1895 in Germany, and it was incredibly controversial at the time. Even now, it'd be incredibly controversial. It's like, it's about like teenagers discovering like their sexuality, rebelling against religion. Like there's like stuff with abortion. Like I mean, it's very progressive and radical. But so it's this play, and then on top of it was this like basically like an ethereal folk rock concert, and I was like, holy fucking shit, this is. It was very funny. I remember having this thought of being like, this is musical theater for real. I'm going to go to school for this. And then I did. And I realized that was the only show like that. But all that to say, that show still lived with me. Like, and it was always like I'm like, I have to do the show. And so shortly after college, I got the chance to do it. And at this point, sorry, now I'm making a very long story, but I think it's a cool story. I'd always known, I knew at this point, right after college, I was going to LA. But I got the opportunity to like do this show in Virginia, like right after I think I just moved to LA, and they're like, want to come back? And I'm like, well, I'm going to lose a lot of money in my apartment, but yeah, I will do it for the show. So I go to the show, we do it. And like, basically like almost, we're just about done with the run. And the director's like, hey, by the way, I'm from LA, and we were thinking about doing this in LA, like right after this. Would you want to like be the lead again in LA and like help produce? And I'm like, is this the universe? Like, you know what I mean? And so I did it, and it went very well. Like it was like you said, it like won a bunch of awards. Like there was great reviews. Like all proceeds benefited Every Town for Gun Safety. It led to me getting my first manager. It also led to me getting my first agent. So it's been this like the show has been this incredible through line in my life, which is kind of why I've gone down this long rabbit hole. But
love that.
Yeah.
And you raised like over 10 grand for that, didn't you?
We did. Yeah, it was a very small venue. It was like it only fits like 60 people a night. And we had like 10 shows. You know what I mean? So it's like only a couple hundred people, but we raised a good chunk of money. So that was very cool.
It's amazing. And before we kind of go on to some, we call them icebreakers, but it's actually just kind of start to ask kind of more music-based questions.
Totally.
I want to talk about your music because we have been lucky enough to actually listen to it, to some bits of it, and it's beautiful. Like I think
I made dinner to it last night.
Did you really?
Wow.
I wish I was making love to it, but
music
I was making
to make
Yeah.
What were you? What food were you making out of interest? Not fish fingers.
No, not fish fingers. It was like this seasoned chicken salad thing.
Okay,
Trying to be healthy,
nice.
you know.
I mean, I like it.
It
I'm here
fitted the
for it.
mood. It was like dim lighting, and I was like, fucking
Pouring a glass of red.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, listen, if you do make love to it, I do want to hear that too. Like, I do want like,
I'll record it.
it's maybe like feels a little sad to me for that, but I fully support you.
It'll just be the intro of the song, and I'll be finished. But anyway, what I want to know is, right? We had another cool guy on, and he was in Game of Thrones, and he was doing his music as well. Like, when you were younger, did you think, like, I want to be doing that, or be a musician? I wanted to be an actor. Or is it something, I want to do a bit of this, I want to do a bit of that?
Are you referring to Toby Sebastian?
Yeah.
So Florence Pugh's little brother came.
Oh, okay.
He was like one of our early guests at the podcast.
Did he kill himself? And oh no, he got stabbed.
He got killed in Game of Thrones.
In the
Yeah,
neck.
They all did.
exactly. So yeah, sorry, carry on.
But like, yeah, I said the same thing to him. Like, when you were younger, did you want to be on the stage? Did you want to be in film, or did you want to do the music, or did it all just evolve together? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think it was kind of all together, especially looking back. It's like there's stints in my life where one was more dominant for sure, but I think realistically, like, I was just always been so moved by movies and performances, and at the same time so moved by music. Like, I don't come from a musical family, but like, I just remember like my favorite thing ever as a kid was like when Iris would come on the radio or something by the Goo Goo Dolls, or like
favorite songs.
Yeah, just incredible. Like I just like would like literally like make my parents on the radio waiting for it to come on, you know. So like that, or like who else did I love as a kid that like really inspired me? Or like Celine Dion, oddly enough, like Celine Dion and like Green Day as a child. Like just nothing like made me happier. You know what I mean? So I think that's always been like a thing. I think I've been more active in pursuing acting for sure. Like that's always been like a much more serious thing where I'm like, this is what I'm doing. I am an actor, and like the music's always felt like this very quiet part of myself that I don't really advertise until, I don't know, now basically you guys are really some of the very first people to hear my music, so I'm very honored to be here. Thank you.
We're very honored to kind of be able
100%.
to listen to it and everything as well. So I mean, and as I was saying, it's just beautiful. It was. I think the first thing I sent your publicist Anna was, I think the first word I sent was just "wow" in capital letters.
Thanks.
I'm so glad you said about Celine Dion and Green Day, because that's how my playlist on Spotify goes.
Right.
From that sort of thing to that sort of thing.